Who is the one known Jew in Afghanistan?
I know, I forgot his name, but I remember the story is that he once got arrested, and the story is he was so annoying that the Taliban just let him go. Really good story.
He's the last Jew in Afghanistan.
Yes,
Brackets,
I think he's talking about leaving
story.
now because the Taliban has retaken over, but his story is incredible.
He fled. Okay.
This is Zablon Simentov.
I am only one Jewish Afghanistan. Very good.
Very good.
Just fucking insane.
The cojones, man. The cojones on him.
Before 1945, Afghanistan had thousands of Jews, mostly living in the western city of Herat. But they all left for Israel, Europe, and the US because of war, except for Zablon, who still remained.
He's got like no fucking front teeth. I don't. Bro. What a fucking dude. I know that I know the story about there only being like 19 or 20 Jews in Lebanon. My dad says he knows all of them, but I want to ask him what they're like. I've never got around to asking what the last Jews in Lebanon are like.
Sounds like an incredible interview.
Interviewing the last Jews I should really get him on stream and just be like, can you talk to me about the last Lebanese Jews?
I go to Lebanon and I know they're all Lebanese Jews. This is awesome.
They're all old as fuck, but
Yes, this man is the last Afghan Jew living in Afghanistan, a country of 36 million people. Just wait until you hear the rest of his story. As a Jew myself, I am proud of my religion. It's something that always stays with me when I travel, and even though I'm not religious, I like to connect with Jewish communities around the world. So yesterday, when I found out about Zablon, I booked a last-minute flight to Kabul, and the search was on to
my dad knows them because he's Nasrallah. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, he knows them in a kind of like he recognizes their names on the list kind of way. Jesus Christ! I just wonder though, because I know anti-Semitism in Lebanon is fucking insane. I'm just wondering where these like last Lebanese Jews are living, right, and why they haven't been fucking beaten up or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'd imagine they live in the countryside somewhere, but I don't know.
Find him. After asking around a few times,
this is it?
Oh, they say it's upstairs.
All right, I guess we found it.
Sure enough, I tracked him down on the 3rd floor of this old
Listen,
apartment.
I don't think Cher August is an anti-Semite, okay? This guy is just like a dumb fuck leftist, okay? Unless you can show me a specific, like, paste a particular
You're
message.
just saying that because he's owning and wrecking you in chat right now.
Yeah.
And complex.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Come in.
Are the Christians of Lebanon anti-Semitic as hell as well? Yeah. I don't know. Again, I don't know the polling, right? But I think I know the polling for 60% of Christians supported the October 7th attacks in Lebanon. I saw the poll that said that lower than the Shias and Sunnis, but yeah. Christians also started becoming quite favorable towards Nasrallah after the 2006 war because, again, they don't like him. They don't like Muslims or Lebanese or Palestinians in Lebanon, but they do like it that they fight with Israel. So it's like, yeah.
You from?
I'm from the U.S.
New York.
U.S., but I'm Jewish.
You Jewish?
Yes. Nice to meet you.
یا ماشی شیوه کل شما بخور سوام و خلیم یه ماشی ملاتوش آسا و ایشون یه ماشی میکن ملاتوش آسا.
So how do you practice Judaism as the only Jew in Afghanistan?
تنهایی اون کلندر به چی که باید میکاره که اصاف اسرائیل جنتیلی کلندر.
He says, I have a Jewish calendar. My cousin brought this from Israel, and I have a lot of other books. I do take care of the days and everything and the timings, and I do write prayer all the time just from this calendar.
Born in 1959, Zablon and his family come from Herat. He was a successful businessman for decades, making a fortune trading carpets, and traveled all over the world for business.
Israel, America, Washington,
Holy shit.
He came back to Kabul in the early 90s and woke up one morning to realize that all his carpets were robbed at customs by the Mujahideen when they overthrew the government.
Damn.
It was robbed and stolen and theft.
Soon after, the Taliban took control of Kabul and they threw Zablon into jail, beating him up and destroying most of his possessions, including his beloved Torah.
Oh.
Taliban, they broke it.
He still stays.
When?
Recently he left and he's in Israel.
The Taliban destroyed all of this stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's horrible. They tried to force him to convert to Islam, but he wouldn't give in.
No, he says, you know, in general, he says the Taliban was creating a problem for Jews. They just wanted their Islam and they didn't even want Shias. And he's asking me that you don't know this and you ask me.
Does the Taliban know about him being here now?
Yes, they know.
Is he scared?
He says, I'm not afraid.
Look at this fucking waddle. What the fuck?
So within a few years,
This guy is just like...
God, somebody has to because the story goes, and this is what I was told, is the reason they kicked him out is they tried to convert him, it didn't work, and eventually he just got so annoying that they just let him go. That's the story I was told.
Okay. What is he built of? Like, is that why he walks funny? Because his balls are so heavy. Like,
It must be.
like a fucking hippity hop. Right?
from a rich businessman to being broke and under control of the Taliban. Meanwhile, his wife and 2 daughters left for Israel. Zablon was eventually freed, and he has made his home here in Kabul to be the sole caretaker of this synagogue. Okay, so we're now entering the synagogue. Oh, it's amazing. It's the only synagogue in Afghanistan. Wow. The Jewish start.
I'm sorry, did they really need this much space for one Jew who's coming to this fucking synagogue? What?
Cool. Like, one of the most special experiences I've ever had on all my travels is right now.
The one synagogue in Afghanistan can just be this guy's fucking bedroom. Like,
Honestly, it could be in a closet. It's one guy.
Miraculously, he has kept Orthodox, studying Torah, practicing Shabbat, and keeping kosher.
In 1992, I went to
he needs the space for his balls.
and I learned how to do the slaughtering stuff. And he says, I never buy food from here, from the bazaar.
When I asked him if he wants to move to Israel, he said, "Why? This is my country, and I am not going to leave." What an experience it's been to connect with Zablon and hear his stories. His courage, his persistence, and his passion is exceptional. There's a special bond that was shared between us, and it's something that I'll remember forever.
Like Jabba the Hutt just sitting there in charge of fucking everything.
Sir, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Laila Tov. Laila Tov. Wow, that was an insane experience. Meeting that guy and talking about Judaism in Afghanistan, of all places. Good night, guys.
Wow. Apparently this is a video of him fighting with the second last Jew in Afghanistan. There's no way.
Last 2 Afghan Jews fighting each other.
Oh, God.
That title.
پارسال همه رو پیدا میکنیم خوب آسان
چند نفر بودن؟ 3 نفر نه 2 نفر
2 نفر یکی تبله میداد یکی چی میکرد
اما شما گفته که خوب نبودن
این خلاص
شما گفته که خوب نبودن یادتان رفت؟
خب چی کنه ابو صدرالدین نیامد آمد گفت بهش گفتم شما مجله داریم اومد من بهش گفتم گفت خب زولان باز ریزنی کرد زولان گفتی بشه از اون رو شما بیا
I piss on your beard.
I piss on your beard.
دیونه شدی چی بلا بدی نگفتم من به تو گفتم صدرالدین میگه بیا صدرالدین میگه بیا یه براش تار بزن
Cheat them with your false charm.
چی دو میزنی زولان من تو
They're
چی
fighting from outside a fucking window. No way. Bro.
It'd be really funny if we found out it wasn't really the Taliban that drove out most of the Jews, it's just this guy going around.
Yeah.
گفتم چی گفتم من تو را
Old pimp.
Old pimp.
اینو چی میگه اینه من به تک برای تک کپی ندارم اینه دان اینجا شیشه بیادش پرسان کن اگه دان اینجا شیشه بیا پرسان کن این من برای توش گفتم
Just a goy. Oh, that's gold.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that is golden.
Of course the of course the Afghan Jew community isn't big enough for two of these guys. The fuck. Jesus Christ.
زولان دیونه شدی چی بالا من بس بدی نگفتم دان اینجا شاشته اینو یه سال نان میخوره بیا من به تو بگف بدی نگفتم تو میزنی
He botched goy.
دیگه چی کار داری پدر میگی مرده میگی زن میگی فاش میگی هر چی میخوای میگی چرا بیگناه بشی تقصیر اسرائیلی چی شد افریقی چی شد دوستی رفیقی چی شد به نکی با پدرت کردم با مادرت کردم با برادرت کردم تو که یکی اکبر هم بره برباد کردی
What's he gonna say to that? Triple goy.
من گویی من نصار آمد بر من
Where is
تصار
it?
تو خوب او یالا کار منو دیگه یالا کار من هر چی که تو میگی من هستم چی میگی زده من یالا کن تو خوب من بعد
گوش نمیکنم
من بعد سگ بارونو به جانم میفته بینی چی
More
میگه
songs. I'm just reading that paragraph. I'm sorry. Like, do you know how many fucking fights I've gotten into with like the pro-Palestinian leftists? Like, there's no way you don't know. Like, oh god, just try to have a sense of perspective. Okay, I fight on all fronts. Okay, you know what? Because I'm like these guys. All right, I'm fighting on all fronts here. Fuck you. Stop saying this. All right.
گوش نمیکنم
Yeah, Lonerbox is a lot like the UPA. You know, he's a lot like Bandera. He's fighting on all fronts.
Yeah. Yeah. I am the last Jew on online politics. Okay. I just...
God. What a fun video.
I know. Jesus Christ.
من به تو گپی ندارم میگو سعددین گفتم سعددین گفتم زولان گفتی پیشه دو بره تو خواه پیشه دو بره
Most Jewish video I've ever seen.
تو به جان من میده پدر مرده بزنده فاشمانی میگی
I know some of the Zionists wanted Jews in the Middle East and everywhere to leave and come to Israel to help build a nation state. I know there were people like really radical Zionists who wanted that. Why didn't they just get this guy and send him across the Middle East, send him across the world?
Send him to each country.
Just send him to each country. Yes.
And just start selling carpets, and before you know it, like maybe that's what happened, you know? Because I've heard that. Don't sometimes people say that like Zionists actually? There was one. Some people said that Zionists in Iraq like blew up a synagogue so that they could get the Jews to leave. They do a false flag, right? That's like a very, very.
There was a lot of
like,
anti-Jewish violence in Iraq.
It ignores the real pogroms and the real fucking that definitely were not done by Jews. But what they could have done is just they could have just got this guy to go around selling carpets, and somehow
everybody a goy.
That would make all the Jews really mad and leave.
I can imagine him going to Israel. Ben Gavir, he's a goy. He's gonna make all the maybe the Palestinians should get this guy, send him to Israel. He's gonna make all the Jews leave Israel. He is the secret weapon nobody has utilized.